Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, Rutherford County is searching for a new superintendent. The Department of Revenue is offering free webinars.
And a local government is joining a petition for a share of the state's sales tax. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Noah Brady.
And I'm Kara Fullington.
And welcome to Middle Tennessee News. The Rutherford County School Board is in search of a new superintendent. Monday morning, the Rutherford County Board of Education voted in favor to amend Bill Spurlock's contract. The amendment will take a year off of the original contract, making his end date June 30th, 2022 instead of June 30th, 2023. Spurlock will continue to serve as director, having this as a transitional period for the new director to come in. He will be paid on a monthly basis until the end of his contract, and the board is working with the Tennessee School Board Association to find a new director.
He was a wonderful director through COVID, a strong leader, appreciate his services, but at some point we decided, a mutually decision between the director and the board, that it was time to probably start moving in a different direction.
Murfreesboro Police Department needs help identifying a person of interest involved in a theft case. Earlier last week, the victim dropped their wallet near a set of gambling machines at a neighborhood market on South Maney Avenue. The victim left the store later and returned to find that their wallet was gone. The wallet contained cash, a Social Security card, 3 debit cards, and $300 worth of gift cards. The victim's debit card was used to withdraw cash from an ATM at a gas station. If you have any information regarding this case, please contact Detective Ed Gorham.
The City Council of Mount Juliet seeks for a solution to high floodwater averages. In Mount Juliet, the City Council is having ongoing workshop meetings to potentially resolve future flooding issues. In the last 11 years, the City of Mount Juliet has been affected by 2 100-year floods. With continual rise in floodwater averages, 4 proposals were presented during these ongoing workshops. According to the Public Information Officer Justin Beasley, these workshop meetings are able to help our commissioners make the best possible decisions.
Inform our commissioners to be able to make the best decision possible, because we're not Mount Juliet from 20 years ago. We're Mount Juliet today with over 40,000 people. We're certainly growing, and we want to make sure we're looking after our residents as often as possible.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has chosen 3 new judges for 2 appellate courts. The 2 new picks include Jeffrey Usman, an associate professor at Belmont University's College of Law, Tom Greenholtz, a criminal court judge for the 11th District, and Kyle Hickson, who is also a criminal court judge for the 6th District. Usman will sit on the Court of Appeals, while Greenholtz and Hickson will serve on the Court of Criminal Appeals Eastern Division. The appointments will be effective September 1st and are to be confirmed by state lawmakers.
MTSU's Business Innovation and Entrepreneurship program received a prestigious award from the Small Business Institute. The 2022 Top Entrepreneurship Program Award was accepted by MTSU Management Professor Joshua Aaron in the annual SBI National Conference back in February. MTSU's program saw a 38% increase in growth last year, making it the fastest growing program across 30 SBI institutions. A ranking conducted by university headquarters found that MTSU is one of the most affordable entrepreneurship colleges, finishing 20th nationwide out of 100 eligible schools.
The Baldwin Photography Gallery started a new exhibit featuring faculty members from MTSU. The exhibit can be found in the College of Strategic Media and Entertainment in the John Bragg Building. The new photography content is the work of 6 faculty members at MTSU that all teach in the Department of Strategic Media Arts. The creators of the exciting showcase are Chuck Allren, Elijah Barrett, Alex Crawford, Christine Porter, and Jonathan Trundle, as well as the gallery curator, Shannon Randall. This free exhibit will be available through April 15th, so be sure to go check it out and support MTSU faculty members. The Department of Revenue is offering a series of free webinars for new businesses on April 5th. The Department of Revenue is now presenting free monthly tax webinars to the public. The business owners will have a chance to learn about state tax obligations, including tax registration, sales, excise, use, franchise, and business taxes. Participants will also learn how to get help from not only the Department of Revenue, but also from other state agencies. The new business webinar series start at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Registration is online on the Tennessee Department of Revenue's website.
And now Isabella Gutierrez joins us with our first look at the weather today.
The weather was gorgeous this morning, coming into the studios with temperatures in the 80s. Even though the weather was way warmer, there's still a lot of cloud coverage and a wind advisory in effect. The wind advisory started to come into effect this morning at 9 a.m. and will last until tomorrow night at 1 a.m. The wind will be traveling from 20 to 25 miles per hour. This afternoon, there has to be a potential to reach up to 50 miles per hour. The high in Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet is 82 degrees today. Manchester and Smithville have a high of 80 degrees. There's a high of 81 degrees in Shelbyville, McMinnville, and Woodbury. Thunderstorms are moving in tonight, and the wind advisory will continue. Stay tuned as we cover the lows for the rest of this week's forecast. Back to you, Noah.
Thanks, Izzy. And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, we have Larry Burris with this week's media commentary. And Thanksgiving comes a little early as turkey hunting season begins in Tennessee. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Here is Dr. Larry Burris with this week's media commentary.
Earlier this month, the Tennessee Senate passed the so-called Divisive Concepts Bill, ostensibly designed to ensure college courses don't include material some people feel is, well, divisive. As you might expect, the bill has drawn criticism from across the state by people who feel it infringes on academic freedom. So let me say right off, the bill does exactly that. At heart, it prevents college teachers from using material some people feel is divisive or offensive. The issue of freedom of expression is also brought up, and we need to remember the First Amendment applies to government, including state schools, not private schools or non-government entities such as companies or stores. So it wasn't so long ago schools were circulating a list of what were called trigger words. These were words teachers shouldn't use in class because some of the more sensitive students might be offended. And the same people who are claiming academic freedom today are the same ones who decided books like The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and To Kill a Mockingbird should be removed from reading lists. And don't forget the recent furor over a couple of Dr. Seuss books. So I wonder what would happen if a college teacher wanted to show the Walt Disney movie Song of the South. To be sure, the film generated controversy from its opening day in 1946, but it's also interesting the character of Uncle Remus is played by James Baskett, the first African American to win any kind of Academy Award when he was awarded an honorary Oscar. So when you ban the film, you're banning an historic movie portrayal by an award-winning African American. Interesting. I've never understood why it seems okay to ban some kinds of work because they're offensive, but it's not okay to ban other works because they're offensive. Shouldn't freedom for one mean freedom for all? I'm Larry Burris.
Thanks, Dr. Burris, and make sure to join us next Wednesday for our next week's media commentary.
An MTSU professor has been chosen to advise the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas swore in Linda Williams, a professor in the Department of Criminal Justice Administration, as a member of the United States Homeland Security Advisory Council. Made up of 32 members, the council is meant to provide independent advice and recommendations to Mayorkas. Before her time as an MTSU professor, Williams served as a U.S. Secret Service and as a president of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement.
The City of Smyrna approved an authorization for the Smyrna Police Department to be issued a new budget for police uniforms. The uniforms, which will be supplied by Gauze Incorporated. The City of Smyrna held their weekly Town Council workshop on Thursday, March 24th, to cover a wide variety of items that were on their agenda. Chief Officer Kevin Arnold took the stand to request the approval from the mayor to allow funds to be put in the budget so that officers may purchase uniforms. With the approval, this will allow for officers with the Smyrna Police Department to have access to a budget for purchasing uniforms.
And so each officer is given $500 apiece, and with that they are to buy their short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, pants, and a variety of other stuff like boots and things of that nature.
Mount Juliet City Council meeting Monday, March 28th had a resolution that brought together many cities in Tennessee. Mount Juliet and other local governments in the area are attempting to change the way sales taxes are distributed amongst the state. The state of Tennessee increased the sales tax years ago, but instead of sharing the increase with local governments, the state kept the profits for themselves. Local city governments are voting for a petition in hopes that the state will share a portion of the sales tax with these cities. Mount Juliet Mayor James Maness is hoping for an open exchange between the petitioning cities and the state.
I think I'm about the 39th or 40th mayor to actually sign the petition that will go be presented to the state, and this resolution is just a formal action we're taking as a city, asking that this action be made.
After winning the State Superior Chapter of the Year Award, Eagleville students also won numerous individual awards at the Future Farmer Association Convention. The state FFA event started Monday, and Eagleville had several standout competitors. 9 Eagleville students received their FFA state degree, 2 of which also earned Tennessee FFA Foundation scholarships. It was a tremendous showing for Eagleville this year at the state FFA convention. The Tennessee 2022 turkey hunt season is set to open April 2nd in most areas. In an attempt to help the turkey population grow in certain regions, the season will begin a little later this year. The turkey hunt season will start April 16th in Mississippi Ullaville Valley and Middle Tennessee counties. The Young Sportsman Hunt is April 9th through the 10th. The season will end on May 15th in all of Tennessee.
Well, the strong winds are blowing in Middle Tennessee today. Isabella Gutierrez joins us with an extended look now at tonight's forecast.
Tonight, thunderstorms are moving in as the wind advisory continues. The wind advisory started this morning at 9 a.m. and will continue into tomorrow night until 1 a.m. The thunderstorms and showers will be present tonight before 4 a.m. These showers could potentially be severe with dangerous winds. Winds could have gusts up to 50 miles per hour. I would recommend staying inside tonight and being prepared for dangerous weather. The low in Murfreesboro, Mount Juliet, Manchester, Smithville, Shelbyville, and Woodbury is 53 degrees tonight. McMinnville has a low of 54 degrees. Stay alert with tonight's thunderstorms and be prepared to tie down loose items outside. Make sure trampolines, bikes, outdoor furniture, and everything else is put away or tied down. Stay tuned as we cover the rest of this week's forecast.
Thanks, Izzy. Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Izzy will return once again for our full weather report, and Nate Kenma will be in the Sports Den with our weekly sports report. That's all coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Isabella Gutierrez joins us once again with the full weather report.
The wind advisory is currently in effect and heavy thunderstorms are moving in tonight. Luckily, there's not a high chance of tornadoes forming, but the effects could be similar. Winds are traveling around 15 miles per hour and heavy rainfall is taking place. Make sure you tie down outside items and stay inside tonight. Aside from the wind and rainfall moving in, today the temperatures were heating up. Murfreesboro had a high today of 82 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. As the thunderstorms move in tonight and the wind advisory continues, the low tonight is 53 degrees. The rainfall tonight is estimated to have 1 to 2 inches possible. Tomorrow morning, showers should start to calm down. There's a 10% chance of showers before 7 a.m. with partly cloudy skies throughout the day. The high tomorrow is 65 degrees here in Murfreesboro, so a little cooler, but it will be nice to see the sun come out. Winds are also calming down tomorrow with the wind advisory ending. The winds are traveling around 5 to 15 miles per hour with only gusts of 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, there will be partly cloudy skies with a low of 38 degrees. Friday, it will be our first fully sunny day of the week with temperatures staying in the 60s. As the sun shines, the high is reaching 63 degrees in Murfreesboro. Friday night, there's a partly cloudy skies with a low of 36 degrees. Saturday, those showers could be moving back in because there's a 20% chance of showers after 1 p.m. It will be partly sunny for most of the day with calm winds moving around 5 to 15 miles per hour. The low Saturday night is 41 degrees with partial cloudy coverage continuing. Sunday, it will be sunny with a high near 66 degrees. Winds are light and will continue to stay that way until Sunday night. Sunday night has a low of 41 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Be prepared for thunderstorms tonight and ready for some happier weather throughout the week.
Thanks, Izzy. When we come back, Nate Kinma is over in the MTN Sports Den. He'll have your full sports report after the break. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to the MTN Sports Den. I'm Nate Kinma here with your midweek sports report, so buckle in. The Lady Blue Raiders basketball team continued to make history on Monday night. The Blue Raiders advanced to a semifinals of a postseason tournament for the first time in program history with a big overtime win over the Toledo Rockets, 73-71. Over the course of the game, there were 17 lead changes and 15 ties. The Lady Raiders' strong defensive effort helped their cause down the stretch as they had 14 steals to the Rockets' 7. Freshman Anastasia Boldereva had her best performance of the season at a crucial point for the Lady Raiders. She led the way for MTSU with 28 points in only 27 minutes played. She also added 3 blocks, bringing her season total to 56, which puts her at 3rd in the nation for total blocks on the season. MTSU will face off against the Seton Hall Pirates in the WNIT Final Four on Thursday at 6:30 on ESPN3 right here at the Glass House. In football news, MTSU hosted its Pro Day yesterday. 12 Blue Raiders showed off their skills in front of scouts from both the CFL and the NFL. Those Blue Raiders include Reed Blankenship, DQ Thomas, Jimmy Marshall, Brad Anderson, Martel Petaway, Amir Razul, Jaron Pierce, CJ Wyndham, Notori Johnson, Eric Magwood, Ruben Garnett, and Rickavian Poitras. Head coach Rick Stockstill says that Pro Day is only a small piece of the puzzle for these Blue Raiders trying to make it to the next level. He continued by saying that the rest of the puzzle pieces are the film they have from the previous 3 or 4 years. The NFL draft is officially under a month away, as the Jacksonville Jaguars will be on the clock with the first pick on Thursday, April 28th. The Blue Raiders softball team is currently in action against an SEC powerhouse. The Bulldogs of Mississippi State are in town and in play against the Lady Raiders. The Blue Raiders, now 15-18, are looking to bounce back after being swept in their first road series of the season at Marshall this past weekend. The Lady Raiders are seeking to put an end to the Bulldogs' 6-game win streak, which includes a 3-game sweep over Ole Miss, a mercy rule over Memphis, and a 2-game series win over Samford. After today's game, FAU heads to Murfreesboro, as the Lady Raiders will host a 3-game series versus the Owls from Friday through Sunday. The future is bright for Middle Tennessee baseball. Freshman James Sells showed out in an 8-4 Blue Raider win at Tennessee Tech on Tuesday. The freshman pitcher from Winchester, Tennessee, retired 17 Golden Eagles and allowed only 1 single in 6 innings. Previously, Sells was a relief pitcher, allowing only 1 run in 8 innings pitched. The Blue Raiders also had a strong offensive attack from their home run leaders Mason Spears and Fausto Lopez. Both Lopez and Spears hit their 5th home runs of the season, as the 2 stars remain tied for the team lead. After Sells exited the game, Tennessee Tech scored 4 runs, but MTSU escaped with a comfortable 8-4 win. MT now has won 6 out of their last 9 games. They will enter their 3-game homestand against Western Kentucky this weekend with a record of 11-13. The Dean Hayes Celebration of Life will take place this summer. The official date and time is June 4th at 4:30, and the Celebration of Life will take place at the Dean Hayes Track and Soccer Stadium. The ceremony is open to the public and will incorporate speakers from different parts of Dean Hayes' historic career. More details can be found on the Facebook page, Dean A. Hayes Celebration of Life. The ceremony will also be live streamed on Middle Tennessee Athletics' YouTube account at Go Blue Raiders TV. That's all I've got here in the Sports Den. Let's send it back to the studio.
Thank you all for joining us here on Middle Tennessee News. I'm Noah Brady. If you've missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net.
Make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites, as well as Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter. We'll see you next Monday, April 4th for our next show.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep.